Okay, for visioning, I thought that it would be easier to do a quick demo video because I think that we hear the idea of a visioning exercise and that sounds like work and scary, and so we just don't do it. And the reason I'm starting here is because I had met with a life coach last year, late last year. I was really interviewing a few different life coaches, and I found one that I absolutely loved. We had 2 sessions. He had me do a 10-year vision exercise to envision the Amber in 10 years. And then I got his cost, and it was $1,000 a month. And I don't have that kind of money to spend on a life coach. I wouldn't need a life coach if I had that kind of money, I feel like, but that's just me. And so it as I was digging into more personal development, I was noticing that a lot of books and coaching follow a similar process, and that's kind of what I'll be walking through with you guys. And then I also know when we're doing, like when we have a fitness goal, if we have somebody to be accountable to, like more than likely we're gonna stick to it. And so that's kind of the concept here, and why we're referring to us as running partners. So I'll get started on the visioning exercise, and I see this really as like our setting intentions so that as we start talking about goal setting, we can make sure that that our goals will contribute to the life that we want to have for ourselves. So if you think about Amber in 10 years, here I've written down the different components of the life wheel, just to keep me focused on the different areas. So if I'm talking to Amber in 10 years, for me, I needed something more tangible. And so I did a timeline starting with 2021 through 2030. And I think I'm a strategic thinker, and numbers help me. So to make this exercise more tangible, I did, how old will I be? Well, I'll be 36. Oh, my husband will be 50. Wow, big year for him. My son, he will be 14. Oh, wow, 14. Gosh, that's a tough age. I know that I want to be around for him, so I certainly don't want a career that's going to have me travel. So as I'm thinking, like, what do I want my life to look like in 10 years? Well, I want to be here to share experiences with my son and my husband. So that really helped me get like, okay, I get this. I want to be intentional the next 10 years and make sure that I'm not just drifting through life. And in 10 years, I'm surprised because my son's defiant or I'm no longer married, etc. So that's obviously not what I want. So what can I do to build the life that I want? So some of the things, like, what have I done in our personal life? I know that I want to farm with animals. And I want my family to stay at the center. I want Michael and Braden to be at the center of everything that I do. So I know that I don't want a career that's going to have me travel. I know that I feel strongly about pouring into other women, but really any groups, anyone that's been marginalized, any marginalized groups. So I know that having a strong network of women, how about maybe create a Facebook group? So I created a Facebook group for women. Okay, well, what else did I do? I built an account management team, I know here. I'm doing that now. And I know that I want to be in executive leadership when I'm thinking about material, career, financial. I know that I want to be in executive leadership. For me, my reasons may differ from others, but I want to expand my area of influence so that I can bring others along to sort of pave a path, because I think that we're in a very pivotal time where we don't have to continue doing things the way we've always done them. As a society, women can show up and be who they are. So that's kind of my why. And so I think going into this, knowing like your values and your why, what you stand for, what you're passionate about, all of that can play in to here. And you can have tangible things where you can just have ideas, because all of this, as we're talking about talking to Amber in 10 years, and I'm sharing my accolades and what I've done to get to where I'm at, all of those things will then feed into what we're going to call 10 dreams we made happen. And I'm going to show a picture of mine in the comments here in just a second. But just so for me, like, you want to talk to yourself like you're you in 10 years and kind of interview yourself. What have you done to get to where you're at? What are things that are important to you that you feel strongly about? And kind of map that out for yourself. So that's just to get you started. I will finish this up and I will take a picture and also post it in the comments.